Presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari, the Federal Executive Council meeting critically analyzed the foreign trips so far embarked upon by the Nigerian leader since coming to power. These include the Commonwealth Heads of State and Government meeting in Malta, the Summit of the Gas Exporting Countries Forum in Tehran, and the China-Africa Cooperation Forum in Johannesburg, South Africa. At the council meeting, the members analyzed the president's participation at those international engagements and came to the conclusion that Nigeria is deriving maximum benefits therefrom. Each of those external trips by the president, they say, has something that was brought home towards helping the nation's economy.
People are not bringing the investments at the scale that we need them because of the issues of corruption and insecurity. Don't underestimate how much of a barrier that is. Without the president going out there with his team to underscore the efforts he is making at home, we are not likely to get those investments at scale. So we need essentially investments to come in for infrastructure. Without infrastructure, we cannot deliver. Without power, you can't deliver on increasing any business or diversifying the economy. Without the rail, without the roads, you can't take these goods to market. You can't get people getting their services. So I think not to underestimate it. It's important that we regain where we are in the world economy today, and that we're going out there and we are showing what we're doing as well as trying to bring it back. And I think concretely we are beginning to bring back those investments.
I believe we have a responsibility to let Nigerians who have been complaining about the various trips of Mr. President to know that this is what was achieved, this is what was discussed there. And I think that is important for Nigerians. Everybody knows today that in the last 4 or 5 years, China has remained one of the strongest trading partners for Nigeria. And this kind of meetings is important for the president to be there. If it's not there, of course, we are talking about $50 billion that China has made available for the whole of Africa. If your president is not there, how do you want to take, a share of it? So I can assure you that all the trips that have been made so far have been very positive.
The Federal Executive Council meeting also discussed at length the impact of Nigeria's participation at the United Nations Conference on Climate Change in France. President Muhammadu Buhari presented Nigeria's position at the conference, attended by about 150 other world leaders, where a historic agreement to keep global temperature below 2 degrees Celsius was reached.
The president was very clear that climate change is exacerbating many of the issues around conflict, migration, and in particular, we referred to Lake Chad. And I think most have heard and are aware of the importance of trying to recharge that lake, but also to make sure that we can bring back livelihood.
How many of them can link climate change to Lake Chad, to the fact that Lake Chad has compressed, is now today only 10% of what it used to be, and the implication of that even for Boko Haram, for security. I would believe that these issues are also very important to discuss.
The ministers described as baseless and unfounded insinuations that the president's foreign trips will affect governance.
The president doesn't stand alone. He has a vice president and a cabinet. And the cabinet stays with the vice president here as much as possible to try to address those challenges that you're talking about on a daily basis. But the investment that we make with the president's travel is well worth already the returns that we're getting from those visits. And we hope to continue to see the president going out and advocating for this country to get more investments so we can take everyone out of poverty. That's really what's important. We see it as an investment with a return that is worthwhile.
Mr. President's, presence in many of these fora is very crucial, even to the development of the economy back at home.
Although issues relating to the 2016 appropriation bill were not discussed at the council meeting, Information Minister Muhammed, however, used the opportunity to assure Nigerians that the nation's budget of change will soon be passed into law, as there is a lot of synergy between the executive and legislative arms of government. From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.